Hey, y'all, hey, let's get into it. Today we're talking about rent to own, lease options, the pros, the cons, and all that other good stuff in between. So, without further ado, let's get started. Grab your pens, grab your papers, and we're going to talk about it. Okay? All right, pumpkins. I know I'm supposed to be back on here Friday and Saturday, and Lord knows it's been busy, so I haven't been able to get back on the way I wanted to get on. But no worries, no worries. I'm here now. And y'all gonna get this t-shirt today. Why? Because I have to do some work. I'm literally gonna leave this live stream and go out and do some work. So I'm in my work attire. So y'all know. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all know. Grab your pens, grab your papers. Today we're talking about lease options. Lease with an option to purchase. Lease with an option to purchase. Rent to own is the concept of it. In case anybody wasn't aware, that's what it usually means and stands for. And we're gonna go with that. Okay. All right, people. All right, cool. Make sure we on all the platforms and seeing the things that we need to see. And we're going live. Okay, is everybody in? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Because I'm having some lag time on my side. So if you can see, you can hear, put a 1 in the chat. On my side. If you can hear me, you can see me, put a 1 in the chat. Because I want to make sure everybody gets this information that they're getting, that we're going to talk about today. All right, all right, all right. All right. Let me pull up my notes. Get started. How's everybody been? Everybody, have you guys been wholesaling? Last month we did this whole 30-day wholesaling. We got big time last week. If you missed it, I'm sorry, but last week I had one-on-one coaching. Had a lot of consultations for one-on-one coaching, and a lot of people have signed up or are in the process of signing up, and we are starting to build portfolios this month. So we will be talking about doing a lot of that stuff this month. Today we're talking about lease options because we're talking about how you can build a portfolio all month. I'm telling you little ways you can build a portfolio without credit. Okay? So grab your pens, grab your papers, because today we are definitely going to get into lease options. I'm going to be coming on later tonight, possibly. I don't know. Might be tomorrow night. But right now, the plan is tonight. And I'll let you guys know. I'll post it on all my platforms so you guys know when the next time we're going to be live streaming. But the live stream that I'm going to do is going to be on Zoom. And that's because for some reason, my system is not letting me share screens and do things I need to do in order to get you guys information to have. So with that being said, we are going to, we're going to be on a Zoom. That's the easiest way for me to do it. Okay. All right. Hearing my own voice always distracts. So let's pull this up, get this information in here. And then we can get started. Lease options, lease options, lease options. That's what we are going to be working on today. That's what we're going to be working on today. So I don't want anybody to not get it. Okay. Now, if you've ever done a lease option before, you know how easy it is. If you've ever done one before, you're going to find out how easy it is. The reason for this today is we're going to talk about what is a lease option, and we're going to do some marketing, like where you can find lease options, lease option opportunities. But before we get started with all that, my name is Lisa Robinson. I am the founder and CEO of the Creative Wealth Academy. This is an academy where we build real estate portfolios without using all of our credit and without using all of our cash. That's what we do. Okay, I founded the Creative Wealth Academy to give real estate investors a resource. That is the main reason. It's a resource that you can tap into to get started. To start, grow, or diversify the real estate portfolio that you desire to have. Now, I remember when I was new in these real estate streets, nobody was trying to show me nothing. Nobody was trying to tell me nothing. Nobody was trying to share information. And the people that were trying to share information, they weren't doing the things that they were trying to teach me. That was their thing. And when I first started out, nobody looked at me, nobody was trying to do what I was trying to do. So I created the Creative Wealth Academy over the course of the last 27 years of me being in these real estate streets. I've already made the mistakes so that you don't have to, so you can get into it. Now, inside the Creative Wealth Academy, we have a boatload of courses and trainings and ideas and concepts that you can use, templates, workbooks, all kinds of things. So that's that. Now, I have documented my entire process over the years, and I'm going to continue to do it because, as you know, because of some life changes over the past 5 years, I am now a solopreneur, meaning I'm in business by myself. I no longer have any partners, and I no longer have the main partner that I did have, which was my ex-husband. No longer. So with that being said, for all my mamas out there, all my dads out there, all my divorcees, however you say it. If you guys are going through this process and you want to start from nothing, I am going to show you how, because that is how I am rebuilding my portfolio. And I have started to rebuild my portfolio over the past 5 years. Can you get a 7-figure portfolio within the next year? Yes. Yes, if we do it right, you can have one by the end of this year. So that's the main focus on a couple of my new clients, and I like to welcome them. Welcome to the Creative Wealth Academy, my 7-figure portfolio builder one-on-one clients who are coming to. They're doing some major things in there so far. I have 4 of them that are just getting started. So and that's the beauty of it. None of them have, only one of them, so 2 of them have rental property. The rest of them, they only have 1 or maybe 2. The rest of them have nothing. So we're starting from scratch. And we're going to document some of their processes, because over the course, part of the one-on-one coaching for portfolio is they're going to see me go to them. And because I'm going to go to their markets and we're going to look at it, because I need to see what's going on. I can't coach you from here. I got to coach hands-on. It's a little hands-on up in this camp, okay? So I want you to see and know and do and be what we're doing, okay? So you're going to see everything that comes up in the Creative Wealth Academy, whether they want to go on camera with me or not. That's always their choice. They don't have to, but I respect that. So, but I will be showing you some of their projects as we get started and go through this process. Now, I've documented everything out, so let's get into it. Now, the one thing that we all need to get into, lease options, how to own nothing but control everything. That's the main concept of a lease option. Rent to own. The investor leases a property, rent. You rent a property with an option to purchase that property, and then for a later agreed upon price. And then you sign a contract. Now, why should you do lease options? Lease options gives you the opportunity, and this is a conversation I had with one of the one-on-one clients not too long ago. She's not a client yet. She's a potential client that I've been talking to. She was dead set against owning a house. She had no idea. She said, I don't benefit in owning a home. I don't want to do all that work. I can just call maintenance and da, 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 da. So a lease option gives you the option, the renter, a chance to purchase a property once the rental agreement period has ended. So that means you have an opportunity you get first rights of refusal. That means if somebody has a property for lease and you say, hey, have you considered selling this property? And they said, you know what? Yeah, I thought about it, but you know, what I want and what people are willing to pay are two different things. He was like, well, I might be interested. Would you want to rent it to me for a period of time? And then at the end of that time, I'll purchase. And they go, yeah, I'd love to do that. You can do this so often. So that's where it is. So now you get to see if this is a neighborhood you really want, because you get to rent the house in the neighborhood. You get to see if it's convenient to your job. You get to see if it's convenient to your, especially for new people who are you're getting into a new career, or you're transferring neighborhoods, or you're transferring to a new job or anything like that. A lease option gives you the option it gives you an opportunity to actually try out the neighborhood and try out the house and try out to see if you really want to be in this neighborhood. And a lot of people sometimes they realize they don't. Okay. The owner, with a lease option, the owner of the property is not allowed to sell it to anyone else during the time that you're renting. Now, let me say that again, because I don't think y'all heard that. During the time that you're renting this property, the owner is not allowed to sell it to anyone else. So that means for all of you renters out there that are going through this right now, and there are a lot of you that you guys are going through this whole process, and you guys are going through this process of, my landlord's selling my house. Okay, what are we supposed to do about it? My landlord's selling my house and I gotta move. That won't happen to you during the lease option because they can't sell it. Okay, now another thing, you're called a renter, or a resident. You must exercise your right to purchase, or you lose the property, all the deposits, unless you have a good relationship with the owner and you're like, you know what, I just need a little extension on this. I'd like to do it again, but I want to do that too. Okay, all right. Now, where can you find the type of properties for a lease option? Where can you find these properties? Where are these properties easily located? How can you identify somebody who might be open to it, and things of that nature? First stop is everybody's favorite website, Zillow. You have houses on Zillow that are rent to own. You have houses on Zillow that are for sale. They're for sale by owner. And then you have those for sale listed with the real estate agent. Believe it or not, you can option any of those. There's just a way that you have to work the magic and put and set up the paper. Now, you also look at Craigslist. Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, they both have a lot of opportunities. Sometimes right in the description, it will say seller finance available, lease with an option of purchase available. It will say that right in your description. So you want to look for those type of opportunities. Ads. People, believe it or not, people buy houses. Oh, the house might not be for sale. You have people, hey, have you ever thought about renting your house? Have you ever thought about getting extra income? And this is a way to get extra income. And the thing is, when you go into negotiations with this creative finance strategy in particular, you're going to have to be prepared. You might have to put money down. You may have to. There's a thing that we do when we teach you how to make sure that the money down is not everything. It's not at a detriment to you. I just noticed my iPad is about to die. Booyah, booyaka, booyaka. So that's the one thing we do with the lease option. So another place is Facebook groups. In these Facebook groups and wholesalers, believe it or not, wholesalers have a lot of opportunities available for creative finance strategies. You have to know this, okay? All right. Now, how do you pitch it? What do you say? Why do you say this? Where can you find these opportunities? Once you find somebody that is, I might be open to this, or you see a property that's been for rent so long and nobody's buying it because maybe the rent's too high, or maybe in the best neighborhood, or for any God known reason that people aren't just doing it. So that's why. Okay. Now, the one thing you have to do, you need to know what to say. And I'm going to give you the thing. Okay. Number one, hello, John. Yes, hi, I'm Lisa. I was wondering when I could see blah, blah, blah. When I could see this property. The property is for sale. Okay. It's for sale by owner, or if it's for sale in a Facebook group, marketplace, you just want to know when you can see it. Okay. You ever ask a person that you have on the phone, is now a good time to talk? Mm-mm. You always want to ask a question that requires an answer, an open-ended question. We all know this from probably, I want to say maybe 6th grade English, an open-ended question. Who, what, where, when, why, how. That's what you want. You always want to ask a question that's going to encourage them to come back to you and with a response. I was wondering, when can I see the property? Stop talking. Let them answer you. Let them tell you when they're available to show you the property. Let them tell you when they're showing the property, how they're showing the property, on what day, where, how. You always want to verify that you're talking to the person that placed the ad. If it's an ad that if you're responding to Zillow, you want to make sure you're the person they're talking to, that you're talking to the right person. That's a given. And it's because it's the right person means this. Am I talking to the executor of the estate if it's a probate? Am I talking to the owner of the home? Am I talking to the owner's heirs? You know what I mean? Am I talking to the power of attorney? Who can really sign paperwork to sell this house or rent this house to you? That's the only person you need to talk to. Okay? All right. Now, hey, I see you have this property. When can I see it? Hey, John, this is Lisa. I see you have 103 Main Street for rent. When can I come see it? Then and they're going to say, oh, you can come. Oh, well, my dad's actually handling that. Let me get you his phone number. Or, hey, you know what? We're showing it tomorrow at 4. Can you make it? You're like, yeah, I probably can. And then you go see it. When you go see the house at 4 o'clock, go see if you want it. Don't try and pitch this over the phone. Property you haven't wanted, because you need to make sure you can rent the property out to someone else. That's what a lease option is about. So you don't just want to say, hey, oh, well, I can do this. No, that's how it works. You have to see if this house is really numbers. I don't care what you do in real estate. You have to do numbers to make sure that you are going to make money, because the bottom line of real estate is, are we going to make any money? Like, really? Are you going to make any money? So if you're not going to make money, then don't put. If you're not going to make any money, then it doesn't make sense to pitch it over the phone. You want to go and see the neighborhood. You want to see if it's a neighborhood you want to build your portfolio in. It may not. You don't just do this on any God-given street and any God-given any God-given Sunday. No, that's a football term. You don't do it on any street. You definitely don't do it in any neighborhood. You want to make sure it's going to be in a place where you actually want to build your portfolio. Now, if you want to build your portfolio in the hood, go ahead. Now, before y'all get on me, oh, the hood. No, the hood just where Black people live, okay? The hood, I've seen the hood of some white neighborhoods. I've seen the hood of some international neighborhoods. I've seen some hoods, period. Every city has a hood. And who all lives there, it's always a melting pot. It's not just everybody's hood. But you don't want to be in, when I say hood, I mean somewhere where there might be a lot of low income families, because your value is not going to go up as quickly as it will in another neighborhood. So when I'm talking about, you always want to be talking about money. Because like what the guy say, Bushwick Bill, y'all know. Bushwick said, it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that's all I can tell you. Okay, all right. That's all I can say. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that's just what he said. Now, so another thing you could say is get some information about the property. If the property is already listed, you can say, hey, when are you doing it? That's one you can always say, when are you showing it? Would you consider creative finance strategies? You can say that as well. Would you consider some creative finance strategies? And they might say, yeah, I thought about it, or no, I'm not thinking it. I don't want to go that route. So you want to do it that way. And then you make the appointment to see the property. The whole point of the initial conversation of anything that I do. Now, I know you're going to hear your gurus, your gurus, or your out there and they screaming from the rooftops, oh, you don't have to go see the property. Oh, you don't have to make phone calls. Oh, you don't have to do anything. And I'm telling you this, there are a lot of scammers out here when it comes to these properties. I had a guy tell me there was a house. I could see the house anytime I want. Got there was no house. That happened to one of my previous phone coaching clients too. She was partnering up with somebody and they kept saying, oh, the house, and she sent her pictures of the house. And somebody else saw her post house and the girl inboxed her and said, that house been destroyed by fire 3 years ago. So they knew there was no house. They knew there was no house on this property. So that's why I always make sure I send someone. So yes, do you physically have to go? No. You physically do not have to go and see the property. You can send someone on your behalf. Like I literally just received pictures of a property in Madison, Wisconsin the other day. And so I've never been to Wisconsin, but I closed there. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean when I say what you can and cannot do. Okay, what you should and should not do. You should never put a under contract. You should never put a property under contract that you haven't physically seen or someone you trust hasn't seen it. And that's the thing. A lot of these people, and the people call me all the time, so I know what I'm talking about. The people who say, "Oh, I never go see the property," they're correct. They never go see the property, but they see pictures of the property. And they do, from the people that work, from the boots on the ground people that work. Because if that's the case, I can tell you, I've never seen a house in Wisconsin, but I close them. I've never seen a house in Gary, Indiana, but I can close it. I've never seen a house in Iowa, but I can close it. Because I have people on the ground in those areas that can actually go out and close that property for me. You get what I'm saying now? Okay, cool. My time is almost up. So a lease option, just so we can recap, a lease option is a property that you rent out for the purpose of owning. To lease it. What do I need in order to do a lease option? You're doing two things. Well, three. I always include a power of attorney. I also, if they want me to do all the repairs and everything else in the house, I want power of attorney so I can go and discuss anything I need to discuss with the house. I need a lease that says I can legally live in this house. I'm renting. This is how much I'm paying to you, blah, blah, blah. On this date, the lease will end and I will purchase for the amount of. Then you need a purchase agreement that references that lease agreement. Now, what do you need for real? An attorney. You need an attorney to draw up whatever paperwork it is that you're going to need in order to get these things done correctly. Okay, so do I have attorneys? Yes. Can you utilize them? When you become a member of either the Creative Wealth Academy or the 7-Figure Portfolio Builder, which is my Momentum Masterclass. All right, that's the only time. Now, in the meantime, between time, let's talk about available properties. I'm gonna come back to you guys tomorrow with part 2 because I really got to get on another call in a few minutes. So I'm not going to go too detailed because the next part is going to be very detailed about stuff, and I don't want to go into a lot of detail about that. Now, if you are interested in joining said 7-figure portfolio builder, reach out to me, DM me. If you're interested in being a one-on-one for wholesaling, because I still have a couple of you in my inbox about wholesaling. If you're interested in doing one-on-one for wholesaling, just inbox me. I want to wholesale, and I will reach back out to you with some questions, concerns. We'll hop on a call. I'll see if you're a good fit for me, because I don't take everybody in my one-on-one program. I do not. Now, what are we doing in one-on-one this week? Well, it depends on who you are, first. And second, it depends on who you are. Now, the reason I say it like that is because I can say Tamika's in the process of putting a property under contract and getting the funding that she's going to need. Nicole is in the process of setting up her trust. She's in the process of setting up her trust and getting the things that she needs done so we can start building her portfolio. Because it's a welcome to the party, honey. Everybody's got at some different phase. Some people are building portfolios for Airbnb and condos. Some people are building single family portfolios. Some people build a portfolio of duplexes. Some people want to just buy one property and then live in it and rent it out, and buy a couple of duplexes and then rent it out. So everything is different, because people always ask me, so what is the Momentum Masterclass? It is what you need it to be. I can't explain it any other way. So if you are interested in joining, you can reach out to me. I will send you a link. We will have a consultation. And if you don't believe me, we have consultations, okay? And we'll have a consultation. I take my notes, I come up with a plan, and I tell you where we're gonna go, what you need and where you need to go from there once that is done. That's how that works. Okay? Now, if there's anything else that you guys feel like you may need, things you want more of, if you want to stay in touch with me, you can always join me in my Facebook group, Keys, Deeds, and Profits. And it's key, and the S's are $ on those. So just so you know, Keys, Deeds, and Profits. That's where we are when we on daily. So this live stream is in there right now. I'm believing it's in there right now. So if anyone, like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, what do we do? We have weekly conversations. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, I'm starting to get busy between rebuilding my own portfolio and helping the clients in the Momentum Masterclass. Between those two objects, I'm starting to get extremely big. So live streaming will be probably twice a week, not every day. And I want to get you guys ready for that. Because remember, when I first started, I only went once a week. I used to do live stream once a week, and then it turned into 2-3 times a week. And the next time I was doing it every day. Because I just wanted you guys to have all of this information. Well, now that I'm on the flip side of this and I'm trying to just build so I could chill out, I'm trying to build a retirement fund. So once that happens, so over the course of this month, I can say for the rest of this month, I'll probably be maybe once or twice a week. I can't rightfully say it's going to happen every day anymore, because I got a lot of stuff I got to do. When I tell you helping people build portfolios from scratch, we setting up LLCs, we getting them funded, we're getting their credit repaired, training, coaching. We host study halls so that they can all come together, because some of them live in the same city and don't even know each other. So some of them, and there are resources. We have some real estate agents come in and do some conversations and talk to them about what they're going to need to do on that side, and definitely with the funding. So when I tell you it gets real fast, and it's gotten, I can tell already, this is why I only take 10 people at a time. I can tell you already, it's gotten busy. I have a lot to do in a very short amount of time because a lot of people are only signing up for 90 days or 3 months, however you want to put it. And because the program is for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, you take your choice and pick what you want. We meet once a week, every week. Once you have deals under contract, we're going to probably meet even more. I come to you, and when I come to you, how many times I come to you depends on how long you're in the program. 90 days, I will come to you once. And so it's usually once you close and we walk the property, we look at the property, or you're getting close to a closing. So we walk through your property and see what it is that you have going on. We will then market, analyze, hire your teams. We're doing all of that inside Momentum Masterclass. So I want you guys to get it twisted. It's a lot of work and we move really, really fast. We'll be moving really, really fast. And right now, because I know somebody just asked me right now, what do you have available? I have, let me see. I had an answer to this question before, but I just forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 4 slots left because I forgot to put this girl's name on the list. I have 4 spots left in the one-on-one Momentum Masterclass, and I won't open the doors again. Once those 4 slots are full, they will be full until somebody completes their program. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to get up out of here because I have a lot to do, not to mention between cooking, cleaning, and laundry. I also still have to make some phone calls. I got to make like 50 different phone calls to 50 different attorneys and title companies to see where we are on different transactions because they're not responding to my emails. So I got to be evil. Right now, remember to always tell you guys, you can choose to be anything you want in this world. I just hope you choose to be kind because at some point in your life, somebody's been kind to you. It's good to pay kindness forward. Not only does it make you a good person when you pay kindness forward, it also, if we all did it, we would make the world a much better place. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the news. So we all need it. You guys know we all need try a little tenderness. Okay. Now, if you know the reference to that, you're too old. Or you're at least my age. Now, what I want to tell you this too. If this was your first time being with me, don't let it be your last. And if you've been here before, thank you for always coming out, supporting your girl, and getting all of the lessons that you need to build your real estate investment portfolio. All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here before, I try to, I keep it brief, but I keep it real. So 30 minutes is enough. Lease options part 2 is tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. So if not tomorrow evening, it will be Friday afternoon. I will do that so we can wrap it up and finish it up. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I will talk to you then. See y'all later. Bye.